Hi, this is Sky, and when I want to know what's going on in the wide world of sports, I tune to Sports World Radio.
Hey, this is EAJ Man from Autopsy Live and the Skype Pirates. When I want to make it look like I don't give a shit about sports, I tune into Sports World Radio with Jeff Escow.
Jeff
Doing my time. Doing my time. Got myself a problem.
from San Diego. It's Sports World Radio. You've never heard a sports show like this. Oh, no, you haven't.
Oh, blow me.
You got it.
Holy fucking shit.
What in the hell is your major malfunction?
Can't believe that goddamn son of a bitch did that fucking crap.
Don't give me any of your shit.
Right?
Yeah, that's right. Those are your hosts, Jeff Escow and Sean Mann. Remember, those who can't play sports, talk about it. These two tell it like it is. Tune into Sports World Radio for the fastest hour of sports of your life. So here they are, the douchebags of sports themselves, Jeff Escow and Sean Mann.
Hey, what's up, everybody, and welcome to Sports World Radio. Glad everybody could be with us today. We got a jam-packed show as we do each and every day here on Sports World Radio. Got a lot of things to get to. We're going to have a blast today. I hope you guys are ready for the Friday edition of Sports World Radio. I am the host, Jeff Escow. We'll bring in that rat bastard Sean Mann in just a minute. We do this show each and every Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. in the East, 3 p.m. on the West. If you happen to live in the mountains...
If you live in the mountains, who really cares? I don't know. Figure it out for yourself.
With all that being said, hey, go check out our Facebook page at facebook.com/SportsWorldRadio. That's facebook.com/SportsWorldRadio. While you're doing that, might as well follow us on Twitter as well at twitter.com/SportsWorldRadio. Twitter.com/SportsWorldRadio. That's right. I got the air conditioner on right now because it is so damn hot in San Diego that I ain't turning the bitch off, because if I turned it off, I'd be sweating in about 20 minutes. So I'm just going to leave it on. You guys are going to have to power through it today. That's all. If you want to get in touch with the show, Sports World Radio Show on Skype. Sports World Radio Show on Skype is the way to get in touch with us. You can also send us a message on Facebook at facebook.com/SportsWorldRadio. You can come and hang out in the chat room with us right now if you want at Spreaker.com. That's Spreaker. Spreaker.com is where we're hanging out and chatting in our chat room. Head on over there, get yourself a free account, sign up today. Type in Sports World Radio on the top of the bar there. Click the live show. Then all the way over to the right, at the bottom where the show will show up, click the bubble, and you'll be in the chat room chatting away with us. We got a bunch of people in the chat room right now chatting away. It's a lot of fun. Don't forget, we got a contest going on. We're looking for a new intro here at Sports World Radio. Send it to send it to contest at SportsWorldRadio. I'm sorry. Send it to intro contest at SportsWorldRadio.com. 60 seconds long, no curse words. Jeff Escow, Sean Mann must be in there. Send it to intro contest at SportsWorldRadio.com. And don't forget to sign up for our sports shorts. The best part of the show sometimes is when we go to commercial break and we just let loose on what we've been talking about and curse and do all and have a great time. We now record all those commercial breaks. Head on over to sportsworldradio.com/sport shorts. That's sportsworldradio.com/sport shorts. Sign up, become a member today, and you get to listen to all the conversations that we have during the commercial break. So while you guys are listening to the commercials, we're keeping the show going on the commercial breaks. Now you get to hear what we're talking about. Head on over to sportsworldradio.com/sport shorts and sign up today. With all that being said, what do you say? Hey, we bring in that co-host of ours, Sean Mann, the update man. What's going on there, buddy?
I'm doing good, Jeff. Welcome, everybody, to Sports World Radio on the 24th of July, 2015. This is the day that we have the Skippy Douche Canoe Award, the Rat Bastard of the Week. It is a very nice and warm 83-degree day.
Lucky
I just feel
bastard.
so much better that the weather has been so much cooler than it was a couple weeks ago when we had a massive heat wave that
Lucky
was hitting
bastard.
Idaho really bad.
Lucky bastard.
I will take it from you that with the AC on, it doesn't bother me at all, that it's nice and hot down there in San Diego.
I don't even know what the AC sounds like on the air. I don't listen to the show, so I don't know.
It doesn't bother me. What the heck? How's the weather out there, and how are you?
Hot! I got the air conditioner on during the show. What does that tell you?
It tells me that you want to stay hydrated and cool.
I don't usually put the air conditioner on until the second hour of the show. But I try. There's no way. This room is not even cool yet. And the air conditioner has been running for almost 2 hours.
Josh says it's 84 degrees and cloudy in the Windy City.
It's freaking hot. I got the air conditioner on. If I had the air conditioner on during the show, you know it's hot.
That's right.
Because I normally don't have the air conditioner on because I don't want the noise. But listen, I am not going to sit in this studio in 125 degrees sweating my ass off and losing 10 pounds. It's just not going to happen.
No,
so
you don't want to go through that routine.
Right. So I have the air conditioner on. So sorry, suck this. Oh, well, what are you going to do? We got a lot to get to. We got the Skippy Bayless Bash Hour. We got the Douche Canoe Award. We got the Rat Bastard Award, all happening in the second hour of the show, I'm assuming. We got a lot to get to. So what do you say, my friend? We get to it.
All right, the first story that we get to, Chip Kelly collects players' pee every day.
Chip Kelly's collecting players' pee every day?
Yes.
Where the hell? Okay, Josh, where did you find that? Because I know Sean didn't find that one. Really? Chip Kelly is collecting urine samples from his team every day?
Yes, he collects pee from his players every day.
Why is he doing that?
Well, it came out today that he said this quote, Chip Kelly hates green vegetables, but he loves beer and will have beer with you unless you ask him anything about himself.
So, in other words, he'll have a beer with you, but he won't talk to you about himself.
Yes. 2, he also loves The Lion King, Walt Disney's movie The Lion King.
Okay.
3, he leaves pee cups for his players in their lockers every day and then analyzes their pee and displays pictures of their faces and with notes on how they did with their pee.
That's a little absurd.
4, lifelong bachelor Chip Kelly is merely a regular bachelor.
No, he's not, because he's got no love life, so he's analyzing pee.
Yeah.
If he had a girlfriend, he wouldn't be analyzing pee.
Shabba, I guess that confirms my suspicions about Chip Kelly. Several screws loose.
Chip Kelly is analyzing more pee than the WWE.
Josh, that was a pretty funny story that we talked about on the conference call today for about half an hour.
Analyzing pee.
Oh, God.
I bet you if he had a girlfriend, he wouldn't be analyzing pee.
No.
Unbelievable.
And he lost his penthouse suit earlier this year. That's what Josh said.
Yeah, well, he deserved that.
And then he can analyze the pee, and then he can go and enjoy The Lion King. He probably watches reruns on it, too.
Analyzing pee.
That's...
Each day players were greeted. I'm reading that right now. Regardless, each day players were greeted at the team facility by screens revealing who had completed the morning's routine. An iPod soreness and mood survey, the results of a heart rate monitor, and, of course, the urine test, showing players headshots and a background that turned green when the daily assessment was completed.
Did anybody have a lunch where you're having a loss of appetite?
I'm glad I ate a sandwich before you brought this freaking article up to me, you rat bastard.
I had a big lunch myself, 12 minutes after the hour. Shabba adds he might be able to analyze pee, but he doesn't know his shit about football. That is. Dr. Miss says, sounds good for a no-may drug testing official. And Josh says, you wanted wacky stories, buddy, LOL.
Well, you want to know something? I think he should stop analyzing pee and figure out how his team should win.
And figure out who he wants at starting quarterback, because all the football players are coming to training camp next week at Eagles camp.
Yeah. Hey, stop worrying about pee and worry about your football team, because you got too many quarterbacks, my friend.
Studying about urination? What the heck is up with that?
I know. What the hell? Exactly. Exactly. Stop worrying about urination and worry about football. How about that?
It's a little bit gross there, Chip Kelly, for you to be saying that, especially to the public.
Yeah, how about that?
Jeff is like, that's an interesting story. Jeez. Funny. Why? Okay, 13 minutes after the hour, here's what, why does Adidas, the shoe company, keep making college teams wear hideous garbage? On its surface, this isn't bad. Ugly and a jersey version of Space Invaders. Sure, irregularly, not necessarily. However, this is just one in a long line of crimes committed by Adidas. Some Adidas jerseys, like the one above, are merely unnecessarily ugly. Others genuinely offend me as a human who likes watching sports with my eyes. Some feature gimmicks so dumb, I try to cover them up while playing. I'm going to show this to you, Jeff, and everybody in the chat room about what you think of this college uniform. Does the Las Vegas Aces ring a bell?
Screw the Las Vegas Aces.
I can take that's a wrap.
That's all Ron's fault right there for showing me this, the Las Vegas Aces.
I'm looking at the top jersey there.
I don't like that football helmet. That's just a regular, bland old black, no flash football helmet. It's a flat black football helmet. I don't like that.
Doesn't like the helmet? What about the jersey and the football pants?
I don't mind the jersey and the football pants. It's all right. I don't mind it. They got to do something to sell jerseys and make money. College football, they're not making enough money, so they got to do something. I kind of like that. Now, if you scroll down even further on that, you get to see what's going on with the basketball stuff. Did you know that?
Yeah.
You
Frank
scroll
is in
down.
the house. Oh my gosh, Frank,
Yeah.
are you coming in second hour? What
Speaking of Frank will be with us during the second hour of the show today.
That's a shock. I didn't know anything about that.
He just messaged me on Skype and said Frankie Friday is available for today.
And if you go down, ladies and gentlemen, how about this? Space Jam 2. There's a preview of it. Space Jam 2 starring LeBron James has to be better than the original.
I didn't see the first one. I ain't going to see the second one. How about that? How about that? I didn't see the first one. I ain't going to see the second. What's the deal with the Louisville Cardinal on the helmet down there? You see that?
Yes.
Above your freaking Space Jam 2? Look at that Cardinal, man. That thing is huge. That thing is huge. What's up with that?
Louisville.
Look at that Louisville. Look at that Louisville Cardinal. Look at that thing. That thing's the size of Inky, for Christ's sakes. Oh, I'm going to get in trouble for saying that. Unbelievable. Look at that freaking Louisville Cardinal on there. Look at that thing, man. That's disgusting.
Robin had something to say to you.
I'm sure she did. I know I'm going to get in trouble for saying. Hey, you know what, Inky? That's what you get for not calling me on Skype. Okay? I'm just saying.
I don't know what's going on in the wide world of wacky sports, but okay, we open up the show with Chip Kelly talking about pee, and now you're talking about Adidas.
Love out. Look at that friend. I know you're going to kill me. That's okay. You know what? I won't mind dying that way, so that's all right. That's not a bad way to go. Being beaten by a woman, that's not a bad way to go.
Frank, in case you missed it at the very beginning, I don't know if you just heard it, but we started off the show real quickly that Chip Kelly studies Philadelphia Eagle players pee.
Hey, wow, the WNBA All-Star Game is tomorrow?
That's right.
Wow. Half their season is done already?
Half the season is done, almost.
Pardon me, you big baby, I've been on the road. I know, so usually at nighttime you freaking call me because you can't sleep. What the hell's going on?
All right, the next story we get to, this is a big headline from ESPN. Colin Cowherd no longer on ESPN air after comments about Dominicans. Josh and I talked about this. Radio host Colin Cowherd no longer will appear on ESPN following comments he made questioning the intelligence of Dominican Republic Dominican Republic players related to baseball 1 day earlier, the company said in a statement.
Well, he's done, right? He's finished?
Pretty much. They kicked him off the air.
They kicked him off the air?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Colin Cowherd's comments over the past 2 days do not reflect the values of ESPN or its employees. ESPN said in a statement, Colin will no longer appear on ESPN.
Wow. How about that? He tried to back out of the statement, Colin Cowherd. You know that.
Yep.
You know, hey, listen, Colin, come work for Sports World Radio. We're an equal opportunity ripper. Okay, we rip everybody equally. Okay, and you can say whatever you want here on these airwaves, buddy. Come on over to Sports World Radio.
According to a report, Colin Cowherd addressed his remarks from Thursday during the herd. He goes, quote, I could have made the point without using one country, and there's all sorts of smart people from the Dominican Republic, Cowherd said. Quote, I could have said a third of baseball's talent is being furnished from countries with economic hardships, therefore educational hurdles. For the record, I use the Dominican Republic because they furnish baseball with so many great players.
He continues to say, I understand that when you mention a specific country, they get offended, Cowherd said. I get it. I do, and for that, I feel bad. I do. But I have 4 reports in front of me where there are discussions of major deficiencies in the education sector at all levels. It wasn't a shot at them. It was data. 5-7 years ago, I talked about the same subject. Was I clunky? Perhaps. Did people not like my tone? I get it. Sometimes my tone stinks. I think when you host a radio show, just like Jon Stewart hosts a show, I think sometimes I bring up stuff that makes people cringe. I'm not saying there's not intelligent, educated people from the Dominican Republic. I cringe at the data, too. So he was talking about the data, and he got released for that. Hey, dude, Colin Cowherd, you can come over here to Sports World Radio. We'll give you 4 hours every freaking day.
I wouldn't mind it. He'd be very opinionated, and this is where we can express our own opinions, unlike that channel that got rid of Bill Simmons, which is still a crock.
I can guarantee you that we've said worse here on Sports World Radio than Colin Cowherd just said. I can guarantee it. And you want to know something? We're still doing our show. Nobody's kicked us off yet.
Nope.
So come on over here, Colin Cowherd.
Josh says, no. He was also saying, oh, no, LMAO, darn you, Sean. All I'm pointing out is who's going to replace Cowherd. I said, I hope it's not Skippy. What would happen if Skippy took over for Cowherd? Then you'd have another radio show with Skippy on there.
That's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. Skippy's going to take over for Colin Cowherd.
Oh,
that's
gosh.
How Skippy. That's exactly how Skippy's going to get his show. That's exactly how Skippy's going to get his show.
And I can understand your mindset, Josh, because you don't want to have to listen to extra hours of Skippy and hear his stupid and crazy remarks.
Colin Cowherd, I give you an open forum to talk about anything you want on Sports World Radio, my friend. How about that? The Herd on Sports World Radio.
And I can take it from you, Jeff, that you have not been very thrilled with ESPN, how they've let people go, except Skippy Bayless.
Josh, go over to the Herd's Twitter and tell him that he has an open invitation to bring his show to Sports World Radio. Let's piss off ESPN and say, Colin Cowherd, you can come on Sports World Radio, do your own show, and say anything you want.
Yeah, because we're opinionated.
Even though I'm not a fan of Colin Cowherd, I would still have him on Sports World Radio just to piss ESPN off. Just to piss ESPN off and give Colin Cowherd the right to say whatever he wants, because that's how we do it here at Sports World Radio.
Josh says, not doing it. No, not doing it. Not working with entitled a-holes.
Hey, I didn't say you had to work with him. I didn't say you had to work with him, did I? No, I didn't. I didn't. You don't have to work with him. You work for the flagship station, Sports World Radio. You don't work for Cowherd Sports World Radio. You work for Sports World Radio. He's got to bring his own producers and his own people. just like I did. You're not going to work for him. You're going to work for us, brother.
What the heck did you send here, Frank, for a link? Oh, Frank, you sent me a Skippy and the Jurassic Park dinosaur. That's nice.
Is that what that is?
What?
Yeah, I see that too. That's how that goes there, Joshie. You ain't going to be working for Cowherd. I don't want you working for Cowherd. You got enough things on your plate. You ain't working for that rat bastard. Okay? I'm not a Cowherd fan, but I want him on Sports World Radio just to piss ESPN off and give him the right to say whatever the hell he wants. Hey, Shaba, Bill Simmons signed with HBO. Okay? I can't go after him, but I can go after Colin Cowherd until he signs with somebody.
Oh, that was poorly done how they let Bill Simmons go last year.
Yeah, and he just signed with HBO.
Mm-hmm, that's right.
So we'll see what happens. I saw that one too, Frank. That's nice too. I saw that one too.
HBO isn't bad. I've seen a lot of their great sports biographies they've had on professional players.
You can say whatever the hell you want on these airways.
Josh says I'd rather have Stephen A. on.
Well, Stephen A. works for
Stephen
A. works for ESPN. Cow bitch doesn't, so we got to deal with the cow bitch. You're not going to be doing anything for the cow bitch. Nothing. He's got to bring his own producers, his own researchers, his own peeps. You ain't doing nothing.
Josh, I only have one concern for a little red flag with that. Stephen A. comes to the show here for Sports World Radio, and if we were working with Jeff, watch what he'd say about the Knicks. You know Jeff would just blast him.
Damn Skippy, I would. Hey, I'm going to make a quick announcement, but I have to go over and make sure I get the name correct before I do this. So while I'm going to my place to make sure I get the name correctly, really quick, I'm going to sign in, and I'll have it in 2 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Boom. We will have, okay, this is going to be great. Next Wednesday on Sports World Radio, we will have Ross Jones of FoxSports.com, the NFL editor of FoxSports.com, Ross Jones, coming on the show next Wednesday, I believe it is. Yeah, next Wednesday at the bottom of the first hour. I'm looking at it right now. Bottom of the first hour next Wednesday, or this Wednesday coming up. Ross Jones of Fox Sports is coming on to talk to us about NFL and some of the NFL stories we've been talking out of Fox Sports. So that should be kind of fun, huh? How about that, guys? Thanks to Josh Lopez for doing that, getting us Ross Jones to come on the air with us on next Wednesday. That's going to be a lot of fun.
Suppose, Jeff, going back to the story, this is cool with Ross Jones coming in next week. Suppose, Jeff, ESPN talked to you and said, hey, Mr. Eska, how would you like to take over for Colin Cowherd and do a radio show on ESPN? What would your thoughts be about that?
Well, the first thing that has to go into my contract is I want to be able to say what I want to be able to say and not have any repercussions come down on me. If that's not in my contract, then I ain't signing it.
Okay. All right, the next story we get to at 26 minutes after the hour. Former Baltimore Ravens running back Ray Rice wants the same opportunity to resume his NFL career as Adrian Peterson and Greg Hardy had, both of whom missed nearly the entire 2014 season for off-field transgressions that embarrassed the entire NFL.
I love how they say it. Off-field transgressions.
That's right.
Transgressions. What the hell? All of a sudden, transgressions has become off-field problems.
According to sources directly involved, Ray Rice and a group of supporters that includes former Tampa Bay Buccaneers and Rutgers head coach Greg Schiano have been initiating contact with NFL teams in an attempt to get the passed-over player to a training camp. And a little bit more. Rice, who's 28 years old, is relocated from the Baltimore area to Connecticut and has been working out daily to get in shape for a chance he might never be provided.
He's not going to get a team. There's no. I read an article today about that he's still not on a team. Mm-hmm. Nobody's giving him a second chance. I wonder why.
Because he got busted.
Yeah, I wonder why. And in the article I read, and it says, but they're giving Adrian Peterson another chance, and they're giving somebody else another chance, or Greg Hardy another chance, but Ray Rice can't get another chance. Because what Ray Rice did And everybody saw it. Everybody saw the video. There was no video of Adrian Peterson, and there was no video of Greg Hardy. That's the problem right there. If there was no video of what you did, you'd probably be playing again. But because there's video and they saw the violence, you probably won't be playing football again.
Yeah, Josh came out and said, "Oh, poor Bubala. Rice will probably play for the Browns or Titans." That'd be funny, Josh. See Ray Rice go team up with Johnny Football.
Well, Johnny Football, from what I understand, is the most hated quarterback in the NFL. How about that? How awesome!
You have two least popular athletes that are disliked in this country.
How awesome
Johnny
is that?
Manziel, the Browns, and then you've got LeBron James of the Cleveland Cavaliers, both Cleveland Stars.
How awesome is that? I saw an article that said that Johnny Manziel is the most hated quarterback in the NFL. How great is that? I wish I could find that article again. I don't know where I saw it, but I saw it. And I loved it. And I wish I'd saved it.
And the comments here in the chat room, I see it. Frank goes, Ray Rice would be hated more than Johnny Football. At least Manziel did not lay his hands on a woman. And I agree with you too, Shaba. You never hit a woman.
No, never, ever.
And you never punch a woman.
Nope. Hey, we're going to run to our first commercial break. You're listening to Jeff Escow and Sean Mann on
Sports World Radio.
We'll be right back.
Storms move fast, so we use the best technology. That includes Bosch Icon wiper blades.
They're beam blades with memory tension springs and an aerodynamic design,
Which means they fit the curve of the windshield. Bosch Icon wiper blades wiped our windshield clean and outlasted any other blade we've used. In my opinion, the Bosch Icon wiper blades are the best blades out there. Bosch Icon wiper blades, how storm chasers clear the way.
You know that just 30 minutes a day of physical activity can improve your health and decrease your risk of heart disease. For every hour of regular, vigorous exercise, you gain 2 hours of life expectancy. So start walking for yourself and for your heart. Start walking with your family. You'll feel better. Start walking in your community. You'll lead happier and healthier lives. Start walking. Start something. Join the movement today. For more information on the American Heart Association's START program, visit startwalkingnow.org and start walking. Start something.
What kind of person gets to work in the sunshine instead of an office? This kind of person. I am the new way to work. I do have an office. I'm just not chained to it. It's a Regis office at one of the nicest addresses in the city. I don't have a lease, so I don't have to budget for stuff like phones, IT guys, and artwork for the lobby. Instead, I pay one low monthly rate that gives me a beautiful lobby that impresses my clients, a friendly receptionist, a fully furnished office, a place to meet, and a place to brainstorm with my fellow New Way to Workers. We wonder why more people don't realize that the new way to work is the best way to work. I come here because I want to, not because I have to. I am the new way to work, and I'd like you to join me.
Start now and get 1 month free. Call 1-800-OFFICES or visit regis.com/TV.
Hi, this is Sky, and when I want to know what's going on in the wide world of sports, I tune to Sports World Radio.
Welcome back to Sports World Radio. Jeff Escow, Sean Mann, bringing you the fastest 2 hours of sports talk each and every Monday through Friday right here on SportsWorldRadio.com. 6 o'clock in the East, 3 o'clock in the West, and if you live in the Central?
If you live in the Central, figure it out for yourself.
I don't know if they can.
Back to the Ray Rice story. According to NFL general managers and personnel directors, Rice is seen as declining player at a young man's position where there are abundant options. His rushing yards, average per carry, and touchdown totals declined in each of his final 3 years with the Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah, he was on his way down anyway. I know he's only got a couple of good years left, but I think he's being blackballed.
The guy's 28 years old, and that's why a lot of the teams don't want him, because people said, well, you got busted, Ray Rice. We don't want you on the team.
I think he's being blackballed.
Yep.
Which is okay. which is okay. I don't have a problem with it, to tell you the truth. Really, I don't have a problem with it, to tell you the truth.
With the Hall of Fame game coming up August 9th, Junior Seau's family not allowed to speak at the induction due to Hall of Fame policy.
Yeah, I read that article earlier today. I thought that was pretty upsetting. But I understand that they did change. They changed the rule several years back because basically what they're going to do is they're going to show a 5-minute video about Seau's career. And normally when they do that, when the person's deceased, they do that and a family member comes up, they just go over what the video just did, and it makes it longer. So they made a rule. I don't remember. The policy changed in 2006, where they're going to just show a 5-minute film of of whoever gets put into the Hall of Fame that is not alive. They show a 5-minute film of their career, and nobody talks about them. The family doesn't come up and talk like a person does when he's alive and being introduced into the Hall of Fame. They changed that policy after 2006, so they're just going to show the 5-minute film and that's it.
I think that's pretty nice to do that.
Well, the Seau family's a little pissed off, but it's policy.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
Yeah, it's the policy of the NFL.
Right. You know? It
Had
says
a
here the Times said
with the Chargers, and then he took the Chargers and the Patriots to the Super Bowl.
Right. It says the Times said Seau had told the family he wanted his daughter Sydney to introduce him if he ever made it to the Hall. Sydney had been planning to give the speech at the enshrinement ceremony in Canton, Ohio on August 8th. It's frustrating because the induction is for my father and for the other players, but then not to be able to speak, it's painful, Sydney told the Times. I just want to give the speech he would have given. It wasn't going to be about this mess. My speech was solely about him. I can almost guarantee you the Chargers are going to let her make that speech in San Diego. I bet you. Chargers will do it. The policy of the Pro Football Hall of Fame since 2010 regarding individuals in shine posthumously provides for an expanded presenting video, longer than the videos of living inductees, followed by the traditional unveiling of the bronze bust and no additional comments made from the podium. This policy is not precedent setting and was implemented for the first time in 2011 when former Los Angeles Rams great Les Richter was inducted. The Pro Football Hall of Fame looks forward to honoring the careers of Junior Seau and 7 other members of the class of 2015, blah, 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 blah.
Pretty cool that they do that. That's in Canton, Ohio.
Yeah, but they should
Hall
let...
of Fame game will be coming up on Monday night, August 9th.
But they should let his daughter speak. If she's going to give the speech that he would have gave, then you should let her. Then you should let her speak.
I agree.
You know, but I have a feeling that the San Diego Padres, sometime during the season, are going to let that happen.
Chargers, you mean?
Yeah.
The NFL, more news. Johnny Manziel, here we go. He spent part of his downtime vacationing in Cape Cod. The Cleveland Browns quarterback spent part of this past week, working with former Tampa Bay Buccaneer and Oakland Raiders coach John Gruden in Tampa, concentrating on film work and mechanics as he gets ready for the NFL season.
So?
John Gruden, of course, is the analyst for ESPN's Monday Night Football, and part of his pre-draft work includes working with quarterbacks on the show Gruden's Quarterback Camp. Now, everybody, have you all seen Gruden's Quarterback Camp?
Yes. Yes, we have.
I've seen parts of it.
Gruden's Quarterback Camp don't mean crap. It doesn't mean diddly squat.
The reason behind this with Johnny Manziel, why he wants to go to Gruden's Quarterback Camp and work with Gruden, is because he wants to put the disastrous rookie season behind him, and he wants to make 2015 a better year.
You can go to every damn camp you want, Johnny Manziel, and don't mean you're still going to be an NFL quarterback, because you ain't. You're not. It's not going to happen, Johnny Manziel. You just don't have... You don't have it.
Johnny Manziel for 2014 made 2 starts and was very ineffective, and he was the distraction off the field. And shortly after the season came to a close after the Super Bowl, Manziel spent 10 weeks at a treatment facility.
He's more of a distraction to that team than he is a help to that team.
Ugh.
He's more of a hinder than a help to that team. Okay? And he should be gone.
And remember, Jeff, you have the entire list of NFL players who won the Heisman Trophy that turned out to being a bust. Going from the college to the NFL level.
That's right. And that was that'll be the first question I ask Skip Bayless too. Hey Skip, how many Heisman Trophy quarterback winners actually had an NFL career? Name 2. Name 2. Because I know you can't. You know why? Because just because you win a Heisman Trophy don't mean you're an NFL quarterback. And guess what? The stats prove me right and you wrong.
Here's what John Gruden said. He goes, quote, "I want Johnny Manziel." Gruden said in a conference call prior to the draft last season.
Hey, Josh. Ryan Dick is blazing update. He's not a fan of me ripping Tony Romo. He said he is much of a top 10 quarterback as Phillip Rivers is. Hey, I hate to tell you something. Phillip Rivers is more freaking playoff wins than Tony Romo. He's been in the league almost the same time as Tony Romo, right?
Yes, that is correct.
And he has more playoff wins than Tony Romo. So Phillip Rivers, if you put Phillip,
the AFC Championship back in 07,
if you think Phillip Rivers is a top 10 quarterback, great. But there ain't no way Tony Romo is, because he's been in the league for almost 9 years and he has 2 stinking playoff wins. 2.
It's amazing. Ryan's Dick ablazing first rips Josh. He's been doing it all the time, sending him tweets and emails. Then he goes after me, and now he's going right after Jeff.
See, the problem with you, Ryan's Dick is blazing, is the stats prove me right and prove you wrong, you idiot. That's the problem.
And he got him fired, too.
He's been in the league since 2006 as the starting quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys, and he has 2 stinking wins in the playoffs. That ain't no top 10 freaking quarterback in any freaking world.
And Ryan's Dick ablazing. Think about his December record as a quarterback for the Cowboys and how he has choked, and the Cowboys have had 3 epic 8-8 chokes. Don't even forget about 2008, because they choked and blew it right toward the end and losing 44-6 to the Eagles.
Okay? So don't give me none of your crap. Ryan's Dick is blazing. I got it. Hey, Ryan, I got an idea. In order for your dick to stop blazing, why don't you go take some medication?
Go get some help.
Okay? Because you're wrong. There ain't no way in hell that Tony Romo was a top 10 quarterback in the NFL this year, last year, next year, or the year after that. Ain't going to happen. And I'm going to tell you something right now. And my nephew was in the studio 2 weeks ago and said the same thing. Tony Romo, as long as he is the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys, they will not win a Super Bowl. That's it. And if you don't like that, I'm sorry. So sorry, suck this.
And I have to say that I am a witness to it, and so is Josh, because he was there when he was doing the Skippy quotes when Jeff's nephew was here.
So don't give me none of your crap, okay?
Adrian, my man, how you doing there, bud? Good to see you.
All right? Don't give me none of your crap. Ryan's Dick is blazing. I don't care. You're wrong, and that's that. And you want to know how I know you're wrong? Because the stats prove me right and prove you wrong, jackass.
And we've done numerous shows, and Jeff has always pointed out before that he was the average quarterback at best. But now, Jeff, you have changed your stance a little and said that he is now a below average quarterback.
He's a below average quarterback at best. Okay? There's no way in hell that he's going to take the Dallas Cowboys to the Super Bowl and win it. Ain't gonna happen. And if you don't, and if you think I'm wrong, bet me. I'll bet you anything on it. Anything on it. It ain't gonna happen. And on that note, we're going to run to our first update of the day. This update is brought to you by the Flipper. Head on over to flipperflipper.com and get your Flipper today and never, ever touch your toilet seat ever again with your hand. Never. Head on over to flipperflipper.com and get your Flipper today. Take it away, Sean Mann, with the first update of the day.
All right, Jeff, thank you very much. 43 minutes after the hour on the 24th of July, 2015. In Major League Baseball, one game ongoing. The Phillies and the Cubs, they're tied at 3. Other action we've got, Nationals at the Pirates, Tigers at Red Sox, White Sox at Indians, Dodgers taking on the Mets, Orioles at the Rays, Astros at Royals, Yankees at the Twins, Braves at the Cardinals, Reds at Rockies, Brewers taking on the Diamondbacks, Rangers at the Angels, Blue Jays at Mariners, Marlins at Padres, and lastly, it'll be the Athletics taking on the Giants for interleague play. The Bay Bridge Series, which is a rematch of 1989. In ESPN news, of course, Colin Cowherd has been removed from ESPN for making comments about Dominicans. A baseball comment that said, "We have decided to relieve you of your duties." The NFL continues with no news yet of Tom Brady's suspension. Not this week. Hopefully we'll know something next week as the days and the weeks go by and we're getting closer to that first ever football game. Other NFL news to report, Johnny Manziel spent this past week going up to Cape Cod to work out with John Gruden to get himself ready for the upcoming season and put last year's nightmare behind him. NFL players are expected to report for training camp next week as football season is right around the corner. We're only a couple weeks away from the NFL Hall of Fame game, which is August 9th. That is the first of 2 updates for Sports World Radio. This update is brought to you by the Flipper. Go to flipperflipper.com. Never, ever have to touch your toilet seat ever again. When we come back from this commercial break and update, more sports talk with Jeff Eskow and Sean Mann. Josh Lopez coming in with his sports perspective and the Skippy Bayless Bash Hour. And don't forget, coming up at the top of the hour, Frank Sprinkle is coming in to join us for that Skippy Bayless Bash Hour. Be right back after this commercial break.
Welcome to the Man Manual. Man comes with a multifunctional casing known as skin. It is remarkable. Warning, standard body wash can cause damage to man's skin. Maintain it properly with Dove Men Plus Care Body Wash. It cleans man and protects skin from dryness. This will keep man's skin remarkable, even under extreme testing. Dove Men Plus Care Body Wash. Skin care built in. Also, freshen man's exterior with new Aqua Impact Body Wash.
Why does consultant Jerry Howell stay at La Quinta?
Can you come back tomorrow?
Because only with La Quinta can Jerry instant hold the room tonight using just his phone number. And then power down for tomorrow on his pillow top bed. And when Jerry's refreshed, you know what he does?
We need ideas, people. Think.
Synergistic integration.
Genius.
He thinks outside the box.
I'm going for it. No.
La Quinta Inns and Suites take care of you so you can take care of business. Instant hold your next stay on your smartphone at LQ.com.
La Quinta.
Hi, I'm Montel Williams. Most of you know me as a talk show host, but I'm also an author, actor, single father of 4, a fitness writer, avid snowboarder, and I'm also a medical marijuana patient. Like many of the million people who are living with multiple sclerosis, I'm in pain every single day. And sometimes my nerves are so raw that if you brushed up against me in an elevator, I'd scream. I can't sleep at night from the pain, and sometimes the spasms in my legs are so intense they will wake me up throughout the night. I've tried the strongest prescription medications available, and I'm going to tell you, they do not work. In fact, they leave me in a stupor, and most of the time, it's impossible to even live your life. Now, I've tried medical marijuana, and I'm going to tell you something, it works. If you'd like more information about medical marijuana, you can contact the Marijuana Policy Project at mpp.org or call 1-877-JOIN-MPP.
Hi, this is Sky, and when I want to know what's going on in the wide world of sports, I tune to Sports World Radio.
Welcome back to Sports World Radio. Jeff Escow, Sean Mann, bringing you the fastest 2 hours of sports talk each and every Monday through Friday. Excuse me if you're hearing a buzzing sound. I'm leaving the air conditioner on. It's so damn hot here in San Diego, I have to leave it on.
Love it.
A special shout-out to Wes, and, of course, welcome, Josh. Wes has said that Super Bowl 50 is going to go to the Pittsburgh Steelers, and the Pirates are going to win the World Series.
Well, it's kind of funny because when Wes came in, he said, we got a bat, and then we went to commercial break, and Sean goes, look at Wes, we got a bat, and then we brought Josh on, and the only thing he said was, we got a bat. Big deal, you got a bat. You know what Pittsburgh's going to do? The same thing they do every year, fall apart right after the All-Star break.
Oh, you're gonna put up 50? Wes? You're gonna put up 50 with only Antonio Brown? Yeah, good luck with that.
They ain't winning nothing. They're going, you know what they're going to be doing? Playing golf with you, Wes.
Well, should we remind Mr. West of the record I gave the 2015 Pittsburgh Steelers yesterday?
Yes.
Yeah.
Go ahead. You know what? We went over the. You know
Let's
what,
do
Wes?
that again.
Let's do that again. Okay? We're going to go over the Pittsburgh Steelers schedule just for you, Wes. Just for you, my friend.
All right, I'm going to look for the schedule.
Okay.
The Pittsburgh Steelers will open up September 10th against the New England Patriots.
Loss. Next.
Jeff?
Hold on a second here. Let me get there.
Let Jeff.
Let me do this, Sean, okay?
All right, go ahead.
Okay, here we go. They're going to open up the season against New England.
Loss.
San Francisco.
Win.
St. Louis.
Loss.
Baltimore.
Loss.
San Diego.
Loss.
Arizona.
Win.
Kansas City.
Loss.
Cincinnati.
Loss.
Oakland.
Win.
Cleveland.
Win.
Pittsburgh.
Baltimore?
Seattle, I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. Loss.
Indianapolis.
Loss.
Cincinnati.
Loss.
Denver.
Loss.
Baltimore.
Loss.
Cleveland.
Win.
That's it. 5-11?
There you go, buddy. 5-11.
You're in trouble, Wes. He says 5-11.
2 down, 1 to go.
Look what he says, Josh. You are nuts. Do you know football?
Yes, I do. I said the San Francisco 49ers were going to be 6-10 last year, and they missed the playoffs. So
That's right.
what's that?
And what were they last year?
I played football, buddy. I know the game.
How about that right there, Wes? You like that?
He's laughing. He says, that's too funny. What? Tell the Steelers dominate.
That's the way it's going to be.
Yep.
Steelers are going to dominate the bottom of that division.
Wes says to you, 11-5.
11-5? That's a joke and a half.
Look what he says. Wes says, Jeff, trust me, I played coach.
Oh, you can play coach just like Mike Tomlin plays coach. You're not playing on the field.
Really? You could play coach? Listen, you got enough problems losing weight, let alone playing coach.
And remember, Wes, 1 down and 2 to go against Jeff. Remember, your show is on the line against Sports World Radio.
That's right, Wes.
Yeah, 2 to go, 1 more.
That's
I'm
right.
Sure the Penguins are not winning the cup this year.
That's right. I give you 3 opportunities, and you got 1 left, brother. You're done.
Chip Kelly eats. He doesn't play coach. He checks out pee and eats.
Yeah, he checks out the urination.
What's up with that?
That's disgusting.
Well, he's definitely a rat bastard candidate. I found that story earlier this afternoon while I was eating. I was like, wow. What an idiot.
How does analyzing pee make you a better coach?
Oh, I'm broke? Okay. Keep talking, Wes. Don't know what you're talking about.
How does analyzing pee make you a better coach?
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
I don't know. Maybe he thinks he's still in the West Coast. Maybe they have some scientific strategies out there in Oregon.
Maybe.
I guess Adrian wants us to do a Ravens prediction. Let's do that.
Raiders?
Ravens.
Oh, the Ravens?
Baltimore.
We're going to be doing...
Now,
okay.
this would be cool because actually the Ravens are my favorite team from the AFC. So
oh, good grief.
Let's do this.
Okay, we're going to be doing... Okay, now, we're going to be doing all the teams on September 5th on our first NFL Real Talk show.
Yep,
that's
going to be a fun show.
Yeah, we're going to do all the freaking teams. But, Adrian, we're going to do Baltimore just for you, and then we're not going to do no more teams. Okay, are you ready?
Man.
You ready, Joshy?
Yep.
Oakland.
When?
Cincinnati.
When?
Pittsburgh.
When?
Cleveland.
When?
San Francisco.
When?
Arizona.
Loss.
San Diego.
Loss.
Sean, just let me do the picks.
Jacksonville.
Win.
St. Louis.
Loss.
Baltimore. I'm sorry, Cleveland.
Win.
Miami.
Loss.
Seattle.
Loss.
Kansas City.
Win.
Pittsburgh.
Win.
Cincinnati.
Loss.
That's it. How much is that?
10-6.
10-6?
Yeah, somewhere around there.
West don't like that at all.
Look at poor Bubala.
Look at him. Poor Bubala.
I got your mess over here, Wes.
That's right. I got your mess right between my legs, Wes. I got your mess, Wes. You like that? That rhymes. I got your mess, Wes.
I'm winning this SWR Pick'em League this
No,
week.
you're not.
I've been doing my studying this whole offseason, actually.
I'm sure you have.
I'm putting work into this one.
Wes adds this. Gentlemen, come on, dude. We split every year.
Hey, Wes, how about you be objective?
He can't. He can't. He's a Steelers fan.
Yeah, what else is new?
Hey.
They're inept and biased.
Hey, speaking of being a Steelers fan, how did you like the omission of Jerome Bettis revealing that he sold drugs?
Add him to the list, John.
Did you like that? He and his brother sold drugs in order to make money. How about that? Did you like that there, Wes? Did you like that omission? I don't think you did you?
Jerome Bettis selling drugs?
Yeah, when he was a young kid. When he was a youngster to make money. And really quick, before we go to our top of the hour break and bring in Frank Sprankle for the second hour of the show, Josh and I are big, huge wrestling fans, and an article came out today that the WWE terminates wrestling legend Hulk Hogan's contract.
Shoot, I was going to add that as a story.
How about that there, Mr. Josh?
Obviously a lot of people make mistakes and they don't think before they speak, especially wrestlers from this standpoint. It's kind of sad for me as a wrestling fan because there's a lot of cool stuff that happens on TV that doesn't get promoted on mainstream networks or whatever. But the littlest thing that ever comes out for a wrestler doing something bad, every news outlet has to talk about it.
Yep.
Yeah, John Cena was on SportsCenter doing a My Wish thing, and that wasn't picked up by anybody else. But Hulk Hogan comes up with a quote and a saying he was saying while he was drunk 6 years ago, and it's the biggest news story of the day because none of these news outlets know how to come with anything relevant that's going on in today's society. So I am a little pissed off about that. And I don't agree with what Hulk Hogan said. He shouldn't say those words in the first place. But obviously I think he would learn his mistake 6 years later, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So what are they going to do with Tough Enough?
I don't know, man. Who would you like to be seeing the judge?
How do you
see Vince McMahon since he's there?
How do you change judges in the middle of it?
You could. There's like 6 episodes left.
Exactly. There's 6 episodes left. They're halfway done.
Well, either you could implement one of the coaches that's not on the judges panel, Jeff.
Right.
You could put them in there. You could put Billy Gunn there.
I agree with that. You could do that. Probably put Lita in there or something like that. Or maybe you stick in Ric Flair in there.
Yeah, Wes, I'm a WWE fan and damn proud of it. WWE is much entertainment and as fake as sports is.
Okay, so let's run to our top of the hour break. We'll bring in Frank Sprankle, and we'll do Skippy Bayless Bash Hour at the same time. You're listening to Jeff Escow, Showman, and Josh Lopez on
Sports World Radio.
Yeah, bunch of fuck.
I had PTSD. Once I was back from Iraq, I was distant from everybody in my family.
We had a reunion of our unit, and you'd hear these spouses say, "Is your husband doing that? My husband's doing that too. I thought it was just us." And really understanding that, hey, this is a common experience.
I learned more to listen to what he was saying, and that made it easier for me to understand where his pain was coming from.
Warriors should know that resources are available. Learn more at realwarriors.net.
Every parent wants the safest and healthiest products for their family. That's why I created The Honest Company. I was just a concerned mom with a crazy dream. A wish that there was a company that I could rely on that did all of the hard work for me. I'm Jessica Alba, and The Honest Company was my dream.
LegalZoom has helped 1 million businesses successfully get started, including Jessica's. Launch your dream at LegalZoom today. Call us. We're here to help.
Confusion ever someone or have sudden you trouble had speaking, understanding?
Understanding trouble? Have you sudden have or speaking someone ever confusion?
Have you ever had sudden confusion, trouble speaking, or understanding someone?
It could be one of the 5 signs of stroke.
Sudden weakness or numbness of the face, arm, or leg.
Sudden trouble with vision in one or both eyes.
Suddenly having trouble walking or difficulty with balance.
Or a sudden intense headache that comes out of nowhere.
If you or someone you know has any of these symptoms, don't wait. Call 911 immediately. You could make a difference in someone's life, someone you love, maybe even your own.
It's late until, wait, don't too. Don't wait until it's too late.
Time lost is brain lost.
Find out more at powertoendstroke.org. Brought to you by the American Heart Association, American Stroke Association, and the Ad Council.
Hi, this is Sky, and when I want to know what's going on in the wide world of sports, I tune to Sports World Radio.
Hello, Val. Welcome back to Sports World Radio. Jeff Escow, Sean Mann, bringing you the fastest 2 hours of sports talk each and every Monday through Friday on Sports World Radio, 6 p.m. on the East, 3 p.m. on the West, and if you live in the mountains,
4 p.m.
Who really cares?
Oh, yeah, really, who does care? I don't live in the mountains.
You're the one, yeah. Well, you're the one who even says the time with the mountains.
well,
What
he
the
said
heck?
the wrong time.
Dude,
Yeah.
because I'm smart. At least I have some brain intelligence.
Where?
Sure.
That's questionable.
Coming from a Bears and Cubs fan, yeah.
Where?
Hey, what is? I got a question.
What does a Cub and Bear fan have to do with you're intelligent or not, Sean?
Let's move on.
I want to
Yeah,
talk
my
about,
point.
listen, before we go into the Skippy Bayless Bash Hour, I want to talk about this political correctness crap. PCC, political correctness crap, that is taking over the entire free world as we know it.
Okay, go ahead, Frankie.
It's not CNN, but go ahead.
Well, okay, but look at Colin Cowherd. I mean, making just some opinions. Did he insult the Dominican people?
Yep.
Hey, we
Yes,
hey
he did.
hey, we insult all kinds of people on this show every single day, and we're still doing it.
Dude, people are insulting me right now. I don't care. Listen, what happens, Jeff, if somebody insults you on ESPN? You don't care, do you?
No, as long as they say my name right.
Okay, so if they say your name right, then you don't care if they insult you.
No, I don't give a flying fig Newton.
Yeah, why? They're not making any threats against you.
No,
they're not threatening to kill you.
No, they're saying my name right. I kind of like that. Right?
Dude, people need to have thicker skin in life.
As long as they say my name right in Sports World Radio, I'm cool with that.
Well, just in general, or I don't know where you're going with this. You're saying people need thicker skin. Well, what are we supposed to do when you have politicians shoving their propaganda down our throat?
Oh, well,
nothing to do with helping the country.
I could give
you have the FCC basically telling radio and TV markets what they're allowed and not allowed to say. So,
all right, well, hold on, Josh. Hold on, Hump. I don't know if this really has anything to do with the FCC, but if you're tired of all these politicians, I only got one name, 2 words for you: Donald Trump.
What about Donald Trump?
Dude, have you seen
He's not going to win the presidency if you get my drift.
Dude, the guy's pretty much has my vote.
I'm voting for him.
Dude, here's
I'm
the
not.
thing. Here's the thing.
That's a
Donald
joke.
Trump did he insult John McCain? No.
Yeah, he did.
Okay, where did he insult John McCain?
Get on him about his war because he served in the Nam War. Are you kidding me? The guy's a joke. The guy doesn't know what he's going to do. He's going to start a nuclear war. He doesn't know a goddamn thing about presidents.
Dude, what's your
Get
proof
right.
that he's going to start a nuclear war? There's going to be a nuclear
Because
holocaust.
he doesn't
It's not gonna
know, Frank, he doesn't know what he's doing. That's the point.
He's
I
a
vote
hey.
Democrat, or even if the Republicans pick somebody else.
Let
I
me
would
ask
rather-
you. Let me ask you a question. Has any other president known what they were doing when they got in there? No. Exactly. So
Here's
that
the
don't
thing
mean
about
crap.
Trump. He's speaking not like a politician. but
That's
like
right.
a
He's
regular
speaking.
human,
he's-
like a regular pissed off human
Exactly.
being.
He's speaking
Oh
like
my
a business.
gosh.
He's speaking like a businessman, which is exactly what this country needs because they don't need no more politicians because the politicians have screwed this goddamn country up enough as it is.
Yes, exactly. Thank you,
Well,
Jeff.
you can blame that on Bush because Bush
I
was the
blame
one who screwed up
I
everything
blame
to
it on
begin with.
Bush. I blame it on Clinton. I blame it on Obama. I blame it on all of them. All of them. Because
everybody
none of
knew
them
about
have
Obama
done
7
a.
years ago. Now all of a sudden they hate the guy. They
None
hate
of
the
them
job
have.
he's doing. Hey, you know
None
what?
of
That's
them.
your fault.
None of them have done a goddamn thing for the country. The country has not gotten any freaking better. None of them have. So why not bring a businessman in here who knows how to run businesses? Because that's what the United States is. It's a business. Okay, now let's get off of politics and move back to sports.
All right, I'm keeping it to myself, but I got a different opinion about it. Let's get back to it.
All right, let's get back to sports. We got Skip Bayless Bash Hour coming, right, Mr. Sean?
That's right, Skippy Bayless Bash Hour.
All right, do the intro, brother.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is the Skippy Bayless Bash Hour where there's a lot of shocking by Mr. Frank Sprankle, and then, of course, Josh Lopez reads off his Skippy quotes.
What do you mean shocking by me? Skip Bayless is the one getting shocked.
All right, let's get it on.
You're the master of it.
All right, Joshy.
Skippy Bayless said he's a real American.
A real American? How has he proven himself to be a real American?
Yeah, what does that consist of?
Hulk Hogan.
Is he defending Hulk Hogan?
He said he's the true real American, not Hulk Hogan.
He's not.
I don't know what makes Skip Bayless full of American pride.
see-
I've never heard him really speak much about America these days.
And that would have been my question to him. What makes you think you're a real American?
Wait a minute. We're all not a real Americans. Then we come from. Are we part of immigrants?
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Probably. Yeah, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
So we're not real Americans. Show me a real American.
Skippy Bayless said that Tim Tebow will lead the Philadelphia Eagles to the NFC wild card.
Yeah,
this year.
he's not even going to make the freaking Eagles team. How can you make a statement like that, you schmuck?
Hey, he said wild card. He didn't say anything beyond that.
Oh, come on, Jeff. Even Skippy said he's supposed to be comeback player of the year.
Oh, come on, Jeff. Listen, he is not even going to make the damn team. Right now, he's the third-string quarterback. He's not even going to make the team.
Got
And
you,
right
come
now-
on over here.
And right now, at this time, Chip Kelly is more concerned about studying the Philadelphia Eagles pee.
That's right. He's not even worrying about the team. He's worrying about pee.
Frank, what do you think about that? That Chip Kelly's focusing on Eagles players' urination.
That's
Oh,
how
he-
much he thinks
yeah.
about it.
Frank, we lost him probably.
Oh, there-
Skippy's invading the Big Wind's Indiana internet connection. He's not
Yeah.
even in Chicago. He's in Indiana. Anyway, Skippy Bayless said that Barry Bonds should be in the Hall of Fame.
Gosh.
Anybody
Jeff,
on
that's
that?
Well, if they put Barry Bonds in the Hall of Fame, then they got to put all those steroid sons of bitches in the Hall of Fame too, don't they?
Well, here's what did he really had an investigation where he was actually caught with doing steroids, or from what I remember, he actually was not guilty in this case. So I don't know what the issue is.
I have no clue, but there's no way writers are going to vote him in. There's no way. You know that. There's no way that's going to happen.
Next Skippy quote, we got our first "my" of the day. You guys ready?
Yep.
Skippy Bayless said that "my."
What the hell was that?
My.
I had no idea where Frank was at.
That was like a grasshopper.
Oh, very funny.
Skippy Bayless said that my Boston Red Sox are pathetic.
No
Yes, they
kidding,
are.
Skippy. I'm glad you figured that out. It doesn't take rocket science to figure out how pathetic they are. I think I know it. Gosh, you are such
And
a
he
good
also said that David Ortiz and John Farrell must lead the Red Sox if they want to go places.
Hey, Skippy, do you know anything about the Red Sox? Do you know anything about their history? Do you even know about how well the team has done since '04? I don't think you do, so shut your yap.
I'll just talk to Sean Mann if I need to know anything about the Red Sox.
Oh, there you are. Where were you? Jeez.
Oh, dude, my internet's acting up. Hey, I'm here.
Is the internet not working in Indiana?
Actually, it's not working well today.
What, you got a storm above you?
Here's the next one. Frank, you ready for a buy?
Oh, geez, the torture. God help Skip Bayless.
There we go. Skip Bayless said that. Buy.
Gosh.
My New Orleans Saints will miss the NFL playoffs this year. Dun 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 dun.
They missed it last year.
I'm sure Shaba loves to hear that.
Oh, Shaba would not be thrilled.
No,
Not
Skip
only-
Bayless just insulted New. He hates New Orleans now.
Not only that, but not only that, but he put the word "my" in front of the New Orleans Saints. I'm sure Shaba loves that.
No, that's even worse.
He's shaking his head, Shaba is. He's like, did Skippy just say my New Orleans Saints?
Yes, he did.
Skippy Bayless said that
the torture. Oh, the torture.
A little slow there on that right there.
my Chicago Cubs bullpen is an absolute joke and a half.
Okay, listen. Actually, the Cubs. He must be watching the Cubs Phillies game right now because it is currently the Phillies just took the lead in the 10th, and the Cubs bullpen blew the lead, and now they've blown the game. Or
that has to make you sick, Frank, because I saw that and I thought, oh, Frank's not going to like that.
hey, actually, you know what? Skip Bayless may be right on this because it's now 5-3 Phillies heading into the bottom of the 10th.
Yep.
So unfortunately, I hate to side with Skip Bayless on this one, but he may be right as far as today is concerned.
Uh-huh.
All right, here we go. Skippy Bayless said that my Pittsburgh Steelers should hire Jason Garrett if any case he was fired by the Dallas Cowboys in the offseason.
This is a joke. This is a complete joke.
How about that, Jeff? What do you think?
Didn't he say the other couple weeks back that Jason Garrett was a better head coach than Bill Walsh?
He said he's going to be the next Don Shula.
Yeah. So if he's going to be the next,
oh, dear Lord.
Okay, so if he's going to be the next Don Shula, why is he leaving Dallas so soon?
Actually, I remember not only the next Don Shula, but Skippy did say that Jason Garrett is also the next Bill Walsh of the 80s.
Right. Exactly. So why is he leaving Dallas so soon if he's that good? Because he's not!
Hey, remember, he signed a 5-year extension with the Dallas Cowboys.
Do you think the Pittsburgh Steelers would really want to hire Jason Garrett?
Jason Garrett to the Steelers?
They have a head coach.
Look at Wes. Kill him. That's crazy.
Would you want Jason Garrett to coach your favorite NFL team?
If Jason Garrett becomes the next head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers, Wes is changing teams.
Jason Garrett will become a head coach in the AFL or the Canadian League.
I'm telling you something.
That's the Arena League.
Wes is upset. Never.
I'm telling you, if Jason Garrett becomes the next head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers, Wes is going to become a Baltimore Ravens fan.
Or he's actually going to root for the team that the state he lives in. He's going to be a Bengals or Browns fan.
See, look at him. I will not watch. See, he's going to he'll get rid of all his Pittsburgh Steeler garb and become a Ravens fan.
All right, here we go. Skippy Bayless said that the Cleveland Cavaliers are a tremendous organization, and I can't wait to see them back in the NBA Finals next year.
All right, let me ask you that. Let me answer this. If they are such a tremendous organization, then why haven't they won in their history? Where's their world championship? They've never won one in their history. LeBron. Where's their NBA championship?
Well, come on, Frank. They got LeBron James.
But they don't have a championship. Dude, they have LeBron James, but they don't have a championship.
Jeff?
Frank's absolutely correct. They
They
haven't.
could have LeBron. That's true. But
They
you
haven't
don't
won-
have-
Let's
Hey,
see.
listen,
52 years of.
They didn't win. They didn't win with LeBron when he was there before. They haven't won with him there now. Cleveland is a crap city. It has no championships. It has one in all its history. It sucks.
And you could only do one thing to have joy in Cleveland. Go to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame to get your mind off sports, because they're hit with 52 years of misery.
Hey, Skippy, why don't you live there during a snowstorm when it's minus 20 degrees and you got about freaking 30 inches
Hey,
on
you
the
know
ground?
what? I would like it if Skip Bayless could live next to the railroad tracks in one of those beat-up houses.
Oh, God.
The biggest idiot in the world.
Skippy Bayless said that ESPN should have a ESPN studio in Dallas.
Yeah, so when he goes there to Jerry's World, he can still do his shows. Just
Yeah,
because
Frank,
you want
can
something.
Go to Jerry World.
Just because you want
That
something.
would be his dream to have first take at Jerry World
Oh, yeah.
every day.
Oh, yeah, of course. Just because you want. And another thing, Skip. You live in Connecticut, you schmuck. You idiot. You live in Connecticut. You know how I know that? Because that's where ESPN is. And aren't you at the ESPN studios every day? So therefore, you live in Connecticut. So stop saying you want stuff in Jerry's World because you don't live there.
I could say this, though. He could have first take in Jerry World, and then that could be where the first ever Scout Bayless debate would be, in Jerry World in Dallas.
I'm going to take
So
his
what's
ass
Skip
out.
Bayless going to say next? I should be mayor of Dallas, Texas?
Yeah.
Here we go. Here we go, folks. You guys got to prepare your seatbelts for this one. First Take Nation. It's come out today that there's an open time slot for our morning radio, our national radio system. Would you guys love to have first take on ESPN radio in the original Colin Cowherd's time slot?
Jeff?
No.
Frank,
Here's
you
your
want
opportunity
that
to
job?
call in.
Well, it
Hey,
does,
you know what? Sure, then I could school Skip Bayless every day.
it's not going to matter because I don't listen to the show anyway. I'm not up.
On that note, quarter after the hour, we got to go to commercial.
You're listening to Jeff Escow, Showman, Josh Lopez, Frank Sprinkle on
Sports World Radio.
Minutes a day of physical activity can improve your health and decrease your risk of heart disease. For every hour of regular, vigorous exercise, you gain 2 hours of life expectancy. So start walking for yourself and for your heart. Start walking with your family. You'll feel better. Start walking in your community. You'll lead happier and healthier lives. Start walking. Start something. Join the movement today. For more information on the American Heart Association START program, visit startwalkingnow.org and start walking. Start something.
Storms move fast, so we use the best technology. That includes Bosch Icon wiper blades.
They're beam blades with memory tension springs and an aerodynamic design,
which means they fit the curve of the windshield. Bosch Icon wiper blades wiped our windshield clean and outlasted any other blade we've used. In my opinion, the Bosch Icon wiper blades are the best blades out there. Bosch Icon wiper blades, how storm chasers clear the way.
What kind of person gets to work in the sunshine instead of an office? This kind of person. I am the new way to work. I do have an office. I'm just not chained to it. It's a Regis office at one of the nicest addresses in the city. I don't have a lease, so I don't have to budget for stuff like phones, IT guys, and artwork for the lobby. Instead, I pay one low monthly rate that gives me a beautiful lobby that impresses my clients, a friendly receptionist, a fully furnished office, a place to meet, and a place to brainstorm with my fellow new way to workers. We wonder why more people don't realize that the new way to work is the best way to work. I come here because I want to, not because I have to. I am the new way to work, and I'd like you to join me.
Start now and get 1 month free. Call 1-800-OFFICES or visit regis.com/TV.
Hi, this is Sky, and when I want to know what's going on in the wide world of sports, I tune to Sports World Radio.
Hello, Val. Welcome back to Sports World Radio. Jeff Escow, Sean Mann, bringing you the fastest 2 hours of sports talk right here on SportsWorldRadio.com. Hey, Louisville, you still in the house? All right, so let's get back to our Skippy quotes.
Oh, my gosh.
Skippy Bayless said that the ESPYs need to be at American Airlines Center, the home of the Dallas Mavericks.
Oh, jeez. Everything's got to be in Dallas.
He said he's tired of traveling across the country to go to a stupid award show in L.A.
Tough.
Guys, I'm happy I'm doing the show with you because the Cubs just lost.
Okay, well, anyway.
I need some joy, so I'm happy to be doing the show with you guys. 5-3 the final
Frank,
10. Let's move on.
Frank, you know what? We could all save up our airline tickets, save up money for airline deals to go to Dallas and watch Skippy enjoy his shows and go to...
What is it with Dallas and Skip Bayless? I mean, he's like he's in love with the city.
Place. It must be his favorite place.
I'm never going to Dallas again.
Dude, so wait, all of a sudden, is there going to be Skippy World in Dallas? Could you imagine Skippy World? Go ahead.
Hey, let me ask you this: if you ran into Skip Bayless, like walking down the street or wherever, what would be the first thing you would say to Skip Bayless?
I do you know what I do? I tell you what I do. I do the DX chop right in front of his face.
All right, Sean.
First thing I'd say to him: quit using my idiot.
Jeff.
I agree with Sean.
You should ask him, how do you think you're a qualified broadcaster? That's what I would ask him.
How do you think you're a qualified broadcaster?
Yep.
What makes you the smartest broadcaster around?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing, because everything that comes out of your mouth is pure garbage.
Dude, you know what I would ask Skip Bayless? Hey, you know what? Seriously, I just realized something I would ask Skip Bayless. So when are you going to commit to the Escow Bayless debate? When are you going to commit to debating Jeff Escow?
He's not. He's not. That's the problem.
Frank, I wanted to have our brats together to watch this debate. Oh, shucks.
He's never.
Skippy Bayless said that the WWE should only do shows in the East Coast.
Oh, here we go now. Oh, here we go to WWE.
Why?
Wait a minute. I thought he loves Dallas. Now, what is this about the East Coast?
Because he's calling himself, Frank, a wrestling expert.
Which is a joke and a half to begin with.
Expert my ass.
Which is a joke
Even
and a half.
Josh gets sick of it.
I'm disgusted by it already.
Idiot.
I'm disgusted
Does he really
by it.
think he could be an in-ring performer? Is he really that delusional and senile and cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs that he can be an in-ring performer? The guy is, 63 years old?
Yeah, he can't do nothing, man. He could the only thing he can do, just because he jogs 5 to 8 miles a day, doesn't mean that you can perform in the wrestling ring.
Okay, I exercise 6 days a week. I'm in great shape, but Josh, you've seen me. Do I look in shape? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, but do I look like I'm in pro wrestling shape?
No.
Thank you.
I have more of the muscle look than Frank does.
Yeah, I'm the thin, slender type.
The big bag of wind. Here we go.
Let's go, Ariane.
Skippy Bayless said that mine.
Oh Lord, the torture.
Jeez.
He said that my New York Giants will be 3-13 this season.
That's addressed to you, Jeff.
Lots of luck with that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, lots of luck with that.
He said they're going to be 3-13 because of the Manning curse.
Yeah, okay. The Manning curse?
Yeah.
What Manning curse?
The Manning curse.
The what curse?
Oh, the Manning curse.
The Manning...
You don't care about video games.
Yeah, because of Odell. Yeah, because of Odell Beckham's on the cover. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a little afraid of that too. I'm a little afraid of that as well. I don't play Madden. I don't play none of that crap. I got more important things than sit in front of a TV and play video games.
The WWE has video games too.
I don't give a flying fig Newton. I don't have time to play video games.
Skippy Bayless said that he wants to be in the next season of Big Brother.
Does he really?
Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Oh!
He said Big Brother is his favorite show on TV.
Oh, you know what, Skip? I hope you and I get stuck in that house together. Oh, I hope you and I get stuck in that house together.
Internet,
it will be called...
No internet, no TV access whatsoever.
No,
Right?
no TV, no internet, no radio, no books, no writing materials, no nothing.
Dude,
Skip,
that'd be awesome. If you
be...
and Skip Bayless actually roomed together in Big Brother, you know what I would want? I would want 24-hour cameras within the house.
Oh, there
24
are.
hours a day.
There are.
Talk about real ratings.
Dude, Frank, you can watch what they call the live feeds, where you can watch them 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
live, right?
You're live. I have it on my computer right now. I have the volume
That would
down.
be
I'm watching it right now.
I would watch it if you and Bayless had the same
I'm
house.
telling you, if we get stuck in that house together, it will be the Skippy Bayless Bash Hour 24 hours a day. I will bash
and he wouldn't
the
even get a
living.
wink of sleep.
I will bash the living crap out of him 24 hours a day.
Until he hits the button.
Until he either hits the button to leave the house or he gets evicted. I will make his life a living hell inside of that house.
Oh, boy.
Please, put me in that house with him. Please, if there was ever a God, put me in that house with him.
Dude, I say it should just be you and dude, how about a house with you and Skip Bayless only?
24 hours of nothing but Skip Bayless Bash Hour. All the time.
Skippy Bayless said he wants another 3-week vacation.
Yeah, because he worked 5 days in a row.
Because I've earned it. I need 3 weeks for vacation.
He worked
son.
5 days in a row.
Howard Stern.
He worked 5 days. He worked 5
more
days.
shows on a regular basis than Skippy does.
He worked 5 days in a row. He's got to have some time off now. Now he needs 3 weeks because he worked 5 days in a row.
And he needed time off from the NBA Finals.
5 days for 2 hours.
Right, exactly.
Dude, what's Skip Bayless? What's he gonna do in this vacation in time? What is he gonna? What would he do?
He's already had it. He's already had his stinking vacation. No more vacations for you, you fat bastard.
Skippy Bayless said he wants Robin from the Howard Stern show as the moderator of First Take.
Robin Quivers?
I'm okay with that.
You guys watch it?
I'm okay with that. I like Robin Quivers.
Hey, do you think Robin Quivers could be the neutral moderator of the debate?
Yes.
Let's go for it.
There won't be no neutral
Skippy
moderator
Bayless
for the
said that
debate.
Howard Stern got nothing on him when it comes to broadcast.
Yeah, bull crap.
What is it with Howard Stern now?
See, you want to know something, Skip? If you really want to start a fight with Howard Stern, that's the wrong person to start a fight with.
Hey, Frank, a lot of these quotes that I bring to the show are a collection of a lot of different things. They're not all just from one show today. Trust me, but I have a stack of quotes that I haven't even used yet. So.
Yeah, but the problem is he finds it seems that every week it's a new person or a new organization. Now it's Howard Stern.
Okay, so if
Skip on ESPN for 10 years.
So if I go into the house and Skip Bayless is there, Josh, I'm going to need to spend 2 months with you on Skype, you drilling me and just telling me all sorts of Skippy quotes so I can hear them over and over and over and over and over again. So when I get into the house, I can just spew them out and say, "You're a schmuck. This is what you said. Blah, 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 blah. This is what you said."
We should be taking bets
oh, yeah.
on who Skip Bayless is going to go after next.
I'm a fast typer. Would you just rather have me email you that to you?
I'd be freaking all over him, man. I'm telling you. 24 hours a day of nothing but Skip Bayless bashing.
Skippy Bayless said he could beat Floyd Mayweather in the podcast.
Wow. By the way, you know how Skip Bayless's life can come to an end just one punch. That's all.
He can't even punch his
Floyd Mayweather.
He can't even punch his way out of a paper bag.
I don't know if Skippy could punch anything.
Because he believes that he's a good boxer.
Yeah, okay. Whatever. Sure you do.
All right, here's another Skippy quote. Skippy Bayless said that my
the torture.
My Boston Celtics are going to fire Brad Stevens after this season.
Hey, Skippy, a reply. Skippy, a reply. Shut your yap.
Skippy Bayless said that Pat Riley should be let go as the general manager of the Miami Heat.
That's not going to happen.
That ain't going to happen.
That will not happen,
That's
Skippy.
not going to happen, Skip.
Pat Riley has the power.
He's been with the Heat since 1995, and there's no way the Heat would just cut ties with him.
Do you know how much Pat Riley has accomplished in the NBA?
A lot.
He's accomplished a ton in the NBA. Pat Riley's a guy you just don't fire, nor will he be fired.
He won titles with the Lakers. He got the Knicks to the finals. He turned the Heat around. He's done a lot.
Skippy Bayless said he would like to be inducted into the NFL announcing wing of the NFL Hall of Fame for his NFL perspective.
What perspective? You're the one who's always biased toward the Cowboys.
Your NFL perspective.
Listen, they don't put people into the Hall of Fame, the broadcasters win any Hall of Fame for perspectives. That's a bunch of crap. If Skip Bayless should be put into a Hall of Fame based on perspectives, then don't you think we should also be in the Hall of Fame?
Jeff, what do you think of this?
Well, it's not only the Cowboys that he's biased in the New England Patriots.
He's biased with everybody, pretty much.
Yeah, but he says he calls them my all the time.
Yep.
Look, hold on a second. Hold on a second. Look what Shaba says. They give him perspective all right out in the parking lot.
Oh, I love that one, Shaba.
That's a good one, Shaba. Hey, before we continue with the Skippy quotes, let's run to our final update of the day. This update is brought to you by the Flipper. Head on over to flipperflipper.com and get your Flipper today. And never, ever touch your toilet seat with your hand ever again. It's the Flipper, and it's at flipperflipper.com. Take it away, Josh Lopez, with the final update of the day.
Thank you, Jeff, Frank, Sean, and everybody tuning into the final Sports World Radio of the week. Right now it's 6:30 in the Central, which makes it 7:30 in the East if you live in the West and the mountains. Figure it out for yourself.
4:29.
Anyway, we have one final today from the MLB scores. The Philadelphia Phillies beat the Chicago Cubs at Wrigley Field 5-3 in extra innings. The Cubs blew a lead, and the Phillies struck. Right now, some scores, live scores right now. We have the Nationals 0-0 against the Pirates, 0-0 in Tampa Bay as the Orioles take on the Rays. The Dodgers up 1-0 against the Mets, 0-0 tie in Boston as the Tigers are against the Red Sox, and the White Sox are taking on the Indians. That's the top of the second, 2 out, 0-0. Here's some other games tonight. We have Houston at Kansas City, the Yankees at the Twins, the Braves at the Cardinals, Reds at Rockies, Brewers at Diamondbacks, Rangers at Angels, Blue Jays at Mariners, Marlins at Padres, and then we have an interleague game. It's the Bay Area Series, the Oakland A's against the San Francisco Giants. The New Orleans Saints released linebacker Junior Gillette, and the St. Louis Cardinals have acquired pitcher Steve Cishek to bolster up their bullpen. This update has been brought to you by the Flipper. Go to flipperflipper.com. Never ever have to touch your toilet seat again. It's the Flipper. Go to flipperflipper.com. We'll be back with more sports talk, and we got the Rat Bass of the Week and the Skippy Bayless Douche Canoe Award coming up soon. More Sports World Radio with Jeff Escal, Sean Mann, Frank Sprinkle, and Josh Lopez. Talk to you in a minute.
Consultant Jerry Howell say at La Quinta?
Can you come back tomorrow?
Because only with La Quinta can Jerry instant hold the room tonight using just his phone number. And then power down for tomorrow on his pillow top bed. And when Jerry's refreshed, you know what he does?
We need ideas, people. Think. Synergistic integration. Genius.
He thinks outside the box.
I'm going for it. No.
La Quinta Inns and Suites take care of you so you can take care of business. Instant hold your next stay on your smartphone at LQ.com.
La Quinta.
Welcome to the Man Manual. Man comes with a multifunctional casing known as skin. It is remarkable. Warning, standard body wash can cause damage to man's skin. Maintain it properly with Dove Men Plus Care Body Wash. It cleans man and protects skin from dryness. This will keep man's skin remarkable, even under extreme testing. Dove Men Plus Care Body Wash. Skin care built in. Also, freshen man's exterior with new Aqua Impact Body Wash.
Hi, I'm Montel Williams. Most of you know me as a talk show host, but I'm also an author, actor, single father of 4, a fitness writer, avid snowboarder, and I'm also a medical marijuana patient. Like many of the million people who are living with multiple sclerosis, I'm in pain every single day. And sometimes my nerves are so raw that if you brushed up against me in an elevator, I'd scream. I can't sleep at night from the pain, and sometimes the spasms in my legs are so intense they will wake me up throughout the night. I've tried the strongest prescription medications available, and I'm going to tell you, they do not work. In fact, they leave me in a stupor, and most of the time, it's impossible to even live your life. Now, I've tried medical marijuana, and I'm going to tell you something, it works. If you'd like more information about medical marijuana, you can contact the Marijuana Policy Project at mpp.org or call 1-877-JOIN-MPP.
Hi, this is Sky, and when I want to know what's going on in the wide world of sports, I tune to Sports World Radio.
Welcome back to Sports World Radio. Jeff Escow, Sean Mann, bringing you the fastest 2 hours of sports talk each and every Monday through Friday right here on SportsWorldRadio.com. Joining us like he does each and every day for the Skippy Bayless Bash Hour is our good friend, producer and program director of the show, Josh Lopez.
Hello, everybody.
And we're still waiting for Frank's internet to get better. He'll be back in just a minute. So now we have the second half of the second hour of the show, where we got the Skip Bayless Douche Canoe Award and the Rat Bastard of the Week, right?
Yep.
Okay, what do you want to do first?
It's up to you, Josh.
Well, Is Frank back?
No, not yet.
No? All right.
Not yet.
Well, I thought we were saving this for the last segment, but...
Okay, we could save it for the last segment.
All right, let's do that.
All right, guys, I'm back.
Frank's back.
Where were you?
It's his internet.
Hey, I didn't miss it. I'm
back.
He's gone again?
I don't know. You there, Frank?
I'm here. No, I'm gone, dude. What? I died?
No, well, you just been hit and miss with your internet lately. That's all. No big deal.
All right, yeah, I'll take care of it during the weekend.
In Major League Baseball, the New York Mets are making news. They're close to a deal with Atlanta Braves to acquire third baseman Juan Uribe and left-hand hitting utility player Kelly Johnson, MLB sources told ESPN's Jim Bowden. What do you guys think for this trade between the Braves and Mets?
I think it'd be a smart decision because I'm not being biased, but Juan Uribe was part of the 05 White Sox. But besides that, he's been having a pretty good year. For a guy that really didn't hit a lot of home runs in the early part of his career, he's actually having some good power over the past couple of months, and I think it'd be a good addition for the Mets, who need more offense, actually.
Frank, your thoughts on this possible trade between...
the Mets need help because the problem is this is a team that's not winning on the road. Think about the Mets in their position right now. They have an excellent opportunity to get into the postseason either or, whether it's a division title or a wild card. They're not far out of both. So as far as the Mets go, look, they need to turn it up, but I think it's going to be tough getting past the Washington Nationals. But clearly the wild card, which I like dearly, Sean, is not out of the question.
Yeah, I'm looking at the wild card right now. You got the Pirates as the number 1 seed for the wild card. Number 2 would be the defending World Series champion Giants. The Cubs
because
sitting
the Cubs lost.
Yeah, and the Mets are 4th place for that wild card. So it's up for grabs. And, of course, you got Atlanta hanging in there, the Diamondbacks, the Padres, Jeff, not too far off, but they would need a miracle to get back in the wild card contention.
Yeah, they're done. They're toast. They're 10.5 out. They're done.
Now, Frank, I know that yesterday you had talked about the Yankees, but your thoughts on the Astros. Can they hold on and get the number 1 wild card secured?
That's going to be very interesting. And, of course, they went after Scott Kazmir yesterday, adding some pitching depth. And, of course, the key is pitching. Say what you want about the offense. And I think the Astros have a pretty solid offense. If they can boast up the pitching, yes, they got to boast up the pitching. I think they're on the right path with Scott Kazmir.
Are you gentlemen surprised that the Astros are doing well this year?
I am. And, of course, one thing about the Astros is they are a young team, and of course it is being led by Jose Altuve, who I'll tell you what, I've been impressed with at second base. This guy here seems to be the up-and-coming star second baseman in the major leagues. It's going to be very interesting to see what Houston does.
Josh, your thoughts?
I think the success of the Astros season so far is based on the fact that obviously they don't have a lot of big-name players than other teams would, but a lot of the players on the Astros offense and why they're so successful this year is that they're situational hitters. Like, they know where to hit, where you could get multiple runs in an inning. They don't have a lot of power. I think Dallas Keuchel, the starting left-handed pitcher, has had a great year so far this year, so I think that's helped them out. There's been stretches where it looked like they look like the best team in baseball, and then there's stretches where they lose 3 or 5 games in a row. So as the trade deadline comes soon, are they really going to play up to where they need to play to make the playoffs, or are they just going to slump and miss it?
Well,
Jeff,
maybe here's the thing: they're a young team. There may be some immaturity. We're gonna have to wait and see what happens.
Jeff, your thoughts on the Astros?
They're a young team. And they got young players, and we'll see what happens. They're not used to being in this spot where they're at right now.
It's kind of like the Chicago Cubs.
They're not used to it, and I was going to ask you gentlemen another thing. Second wild card spot in the American League, Minnesota Twins. What's your guys' thoughts about them?
Aren't they another surprise? Who would have thought that Minnesota would be contending for anything?
I think it's a spin in the face of Ron Gardenhire, because basically the Twins have the same roster right now as they did when Ron Gardenhire was the coach, but now they decide they want to play and hit now.
Yeah, and I think the big question is can the Twins hold on to the number 2 wild card? Can they hold off teams like the Blue Jays, the Rays, and the Tigers? Although I'm kind of ruling Detroit and Baltimore out. They're not the same two teams that we saw last year.
I'm ruling out Detroit out of those two teams, Sean, because I don't know what happened to Justin Verlander. He became to one of the best pitchers in baseball, to the Tony Romo of baseball. Ever since he's got with that chick, it's been do.
Hey, you know what? Many men on Earth, I'm going to tell you this, Josh, there are many men on Earth that would kill to be in Justin Verlander's shoes just because of that.
Frank, I have to ask you, with the Tigers, how could you assess the way the team looks right now?
One game under 500 with the pitching that they've had, that's pathetic. They're supposed to be in contention. Detroit has been a pitching. I know you lose Max Scherzer, but you still have a pretty solid staff. It's unreal what's going on, and what Justin Verlander's issue is, I don't think it's Kate Upton, but what is going on with the Detroit Tigers? I wish I knew.
Dave Dombrowski has got to be one surprised man, because everybody expected that the Tigers were going to be a serious threat. And Jeff, I know you're kind of surprised by it too. Yeah, Verlander doesn't look the same. And Josh, I remember you had posted saying, what has happened to Justin Verlander? Like, LOL, I saw your post on Facebook.
I don't know, man. It's like he's like a totally different player now. I mean, I don't think he's that old. He's had experience. He's a veteran, but I don't think he's at the age where you're considering him to be a retirement bait.
I'm sure Tiger fans could have said the team could have easily won a bunch of championships, but there's another problem with the Tigers. When they've even gotten to the postseason, what have we seen? We've seen them get there, and then they end up choking and losing in the postseason.
Well, they put all their cards on Miguel Cabrera, but he ends up choking when it matters.
That he's been injured.
Jeff, your thoughts on the Tigers?
They got a problem. They don't have Cabrera. They're not hitting the ball. They're not playing the field. Doesn't seem like Asmus knows what the hell he's doing. We'll see what happens.
It always appears to me that I always thought, Jeff, Frank, and Josh, that maybe after Jim Leland stepped down, that maybe that had an impact on the team, because Leland's a veteran manager. He's known how to turn teams around for years.
I've always said this. If there was one guy that I would want to manage my ball club if I'm given an expansion team in Major League Baseball, it's Jim Leland, no question about it.
How about the Toronto Blue Jays, Frank?
The Toronto Blue Jays, well, of course, they just came off the series in Oakland, and they looked very well against the Oakland A's. I think from what I saw, and I had a chance to watch a little bit of the game a couple days ago, I think this is a team that could potentially make some noise. They got great bats.
Yeah, I have a chance to compete for the wild card. The AL East division is going to be tough. And Josh, you and I had talked about this a couple weeks ago, about our surprises from the first half and our disappointments for the first half. And Josh, one of the teams that you have at the bottom, just like my favorite team, the Red Sox, the Oakland Athletics. I have to ask you, gentlemen, what has happened to the Oakland A's?
They're falling apart. It's kind of like the same thing they do every year.
Do you think Bob Melvin gets fired after this year?
I think it's possible, because haven't the A's been in contention the last few years? Haven't they been in the postseason the last few years?
They have, but the problem with the A's is it seems like they just can't get past the first round, and they always end up losing the fifth game of the league divisional series, or, of course, last year, the one-game play-in game, and what was really one heck of a baseball game between the Royals and the Athletics last year.
If you take a look at the trade to acquire John Lester, the A's, they gave up, of course, Cespedes, they gave up Donaldson, this team has really fallen on hard times.
That's
and they lose
where-
Leicester.
That's where I,
And
yeah,
Samardzija, too. That's a good point.
That's where I think, gentlemen, that hurt the Oakland A's the most, is they should not have gotten rid of Ioannis Cespedes. Had they kept him, Oakland could have been the team maybe as the World Series champion or the team that represented the American League. And we could have seen the Bay Bridge last year.
They've lost their
real
bats.
firepower. They had some real firepower last year, before they made the trade. And I don't know, maybe they're thinking too much of what was going to happen in the offseason if he stood on the team. And maybe it was something where they needed another pitcher. That's why they made the trade. But that's just good organizations don't make moves like that, especially when you're on a hot streak like they were last year.
Your thoughts about another American League team? We only got 2 minutes before the last commercial break. Tampa Bay Rays, what's your guys' thoughts about them?
I think that the Tampa Bay Rays, even though they're not a big market team in MLB, I think they're the personification of team baseball, actually. I mean, Joe Maddon's not there anymore, but some way, somehow, the Tampa Bay Rays still find a way to win games and stick in the position for the AL East.
Because they got talent that was managed by Joe Maddon, and that has played an impact on why the Tampa Bay Rays are currently 1 game under 500.
I know, and I know perfectly well from experience what that was like, especially in 2011, and arguably one of the most historic nights in Major League Baseball, although it ended in a nightmare for me as a Red Sox fan, because I'll never forget, Red Sox had that 9-game lead, and then the Rays just got hot, and we started losing, and I was getting PO'd like any Red Sox fan would.
Yeah, remember Baltimore? They lost. Remember what happened in Baltimore?
Oh, man, yeah.
That was great. That was a Wednesday night. Remember the Major League season ended on a Wednesday?
Yes, it did. September 28th.
It was a great night to watch TV. It really was. I was glued to my TV watching these great ball games. And, of course, the Yankees, they were in Tampa Bay. The Red Sox were
in Baltimore. Atlanta lost to the Phillies, and that was a very it was a historic night. But I tell you, Frank, it was a long, brutal night.
Dude, it was the night of chokers.
Deep morning.
It was a night of chokers.
There was a lot of mourning. I didn't want to be talked to by anybody.
All right, let's run to our final break of the
you
day.
didn't need Prozac, did you?
Let's run to our final break of the day. This update is brought to you by whatever. We'll be right back.
PTSD. Once I was back from Iraq, I was distant from everybody in my family. We had a reunion of our unit, and you'd hear these spouses say, "Is your husband doing that? My husband's doing that too. I thought it was just us." And really understanding that, hey, this is a common experience.
I learned more to listen to what he was saying, and that made it easier for me to understand where his pain was coming from.
Warriors should know that resources are available. Learn more at realwarriors.net.
Chloe is 9 months old.
She is the greatest thing ever.
One little smile, one little laugh. Anybody? We would do anything for her. My name is Kim Bryant, and my husband and I made a will on LegalZoom.
It was really easy to do.
We created LegalZoom to help you take care of the ones you love. Go to LegalZoom.com today and complete your will in minutes. At LegalZoom.com, we put the law on your side.
Confusion ever someone or have sudden you trouble had speaking, understanding?
Understanding trouble? Have you sudden have or speaking someone ever confusion?
Have you ever had sudden confusion, trouble speaking, or understanding someone?
It could be one of the 5 signs of stroke.
Sudden weakness or numbness of the face, arm, or leg.
Sudden trouble with vision in one or both eyes.
Suddenly having trouble walking or difficulty with balance.
Or a sudden intense headache that comes out of nowhere.
If you or someone you know has any of these symptoms, don't wait. Call 911 immediately. You could make a difference in someone's life, someone you love, maybe even your own.
It's late until, wait, don't too.
Don't wait until it's too late. Time lost is brain lost.
Find out more at powertoendstroke.org. Brought to you by the American Heart Association, American Stroke Association, and the Ad Council.
Hi, this is Sky, and when I want to know what's going on in the wide world of sports, I tune to Sports World Radio.
Welcome back to Sports World Radio, the final segment of the show. Hey, guys, listen. If you haven't signed up for SWR Sports Shorts yet, head on over to sportsworldradio.com/sport shorts and sign up today. The conversation that we just had on hold while you guys were listening to the commercial break, we're talking about France. You got to go and listen to it. It's pretty freaking funny. Head on over to sportsworldradio.com/sport shorts and become a member today. Okay, final segment. We are doing our Rap Beasted, otherwise known as our Rap Bastard Award of the Week. And
Sean, you got the document up with you.
Yes,
buddy, right?
I got the document.
And also,
we should call them Beastards.
And, and don't forget, we also have this the Skippy Bella's Douche Canoe Award of the Week going out too. What do you want to start with, guys?
Well, let's lay out all the nominees and then we'll put them into the categories.
Okay,
right?
lay out all the
Go ahead,
nominees.
Sean.
Paul Heyman for stealing a quote.
Okay.
Stealing Jeff's catchphrase.
Jeff doesn't. Yeah, I
Go
know.
ahead.
Paul Heyman. How about this one, Josh, for you and Frank? Shaquille O'Neal for saying the L.A. Lakers legends would beat the Bulls legends.
Okay, next.
Next.
Justin Hunter, the Tennessee Titans.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Next.
Cleveland Cavaliers organization for having 20 overall NBA players when it's supposed to have 15.
Oh, that's cheating.
Next.
LeBron James for a movie career when he starred in a movie called Space Jam 2.
Next.
Mark Cuban of the Dallas Mavericks because he had a tough time getting over DeAndre Jordan.
Yep, next.
Chip Kelly for collecting pee every day.
Oh, my goodness, dude. There you go.
We have a couple other ones, too.
Colin Cowherd for his Dominican Republic remarks from ESPN.
We had Adidas, too.
Yes, Adidas, making college things. And how about this? Jerome Bettis selling drugs when he was a young kid.
Hey, and Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan, dude. We got to give it to Hulk.
Yeah, I was going to put that in there.
Okay, well, I'm not picking Jerome Bettis because of personal reasons. Which
Dude,
I
here's
explained
the
during
thing.
the break.
Chip Kelly with picking up urine.
Yeah, he studies pee.
Okay, so
He's
which
focusing on that.
That is okay. I'm giving it to him. I was initially going to give it to Paul Heyman because Paul Heyman did plagiarize Jeff, but I think that takes the cake.
Well, we're doing the Skippy Douche Canoe Award, and I'm going to give it to Paul Heyman for stealing Jeff's catchphrase.
I'm going to give it to Paul Heyman for stealing my catchphrase, too, that freaking fat beastard.
3 times the charm. Third time's the charm, I mean.
Paul Heyman is the Skippy Douche Canoe of the Week.
Unanimously. Yeah, unanimously.
That's right. Paul Heyman for saying, if your aunt had cojones, she'd be your uncle.
Let me ask you, that is not a common saying. Really, it isn't.
No, and the only place you're going to ever hear anything like that, such as, if my mother had balls, she would have been my father, right here on Sports World Radio. And the only place that schmuck could have heard it was right here on Sports World Radio. If you're going to say it, at least give me credit for it, you fat bastard.
So you wouldn't mind if Paul Heyman gave you the credit?
No.
Say, and I got to credit Jeff Escow.
No, I don't mind if he gives the credit. He doesn't even have to give the credit to me. Give the credit to Sports World Radio.
And as Sports World Radio would say.
All right, Rat Bass of the Week.
Oh my God, it's got to be Chip Kelly. That is grotesque, dude.
Chip Kelly for studying pee.
That makes no sense.
I happen to agree. Why is he evaluating urine when he should be evaluating players?
He evaluates P more than he does his top 5 quarterback.
Exactly. He's got
more.
more.
He values Tony Romo? I mean, not Tony Romo. Hold on.
Mark
Tim
Sanchez.
Tebow.
He evaluates more urine than he evaluates his top 3 quarterbacks. That's why nobody knows who his quarterbacks are going to be.
But here's the thing. I have never heard of anybody evaluating urine unless you're a doctor looking at urine samples.
He evaluates urine more than he works out.
You know why he evaluates urine? Because he's single and he's got no love life.
Wait a minute, I just realized something. Could he be evaluating urine because maybe there are players on the Philadelphia Eagles that could fail the mandatory drug test, and he's thinking, is there a way I can study urine to make sure the drug test that these failed drug tests don't come to fruition?
That's not his problem. His problem is to get the team to win games. Urine is not his problem.
Don't you want to see the Eagles go 0-16 now?
Yes, I do.
General consensus, Chip Kelly, 2-time Rat Bastard of the Week.
He deserves it, man. He deserves it.
I know. I got a bunch of Chip Kelly on my list here.
Dude, a lot of people now are not going to want to eat dinner, and it's Friday night. And people typically on a Friday night like to have a nice dinner.
Well, my point is, who wants to go to the Philadelphia Eagles and play? Because, Kelly says, I go pee in a cup. I want to study your
Hey,
urine.
Shaba, are you okay with Chip Kelly being the Rat Bastard of the Week? Shaba wanted Chip Kelly to be the douche canoe.
Oh, my goodness. Speaking of which.
Paul Heyman fits the douche canoe category.
Yeah, Paul Heyman's the douche canoe, and Chip Kelly is the Rat Bastard of the Week.
Yep.
Deservingly so for both, especially for Chip Kelly.
Frank, make sure you don't have a loss of appetite when you eat tonight. I hope you don't.
Dude, I'm pretty tough. Trust me, I'm pretty thick.
He's going to be thinking about Chip Kelly evaluating urine while he's eating.
Evaluation. Hey, I remember. Hey, Josh, do you remember William Regal on Raw once? He drank urine.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Okay, so
Remember
Shaba.
that, dude?
Okay, so Shaba is fine with us giving Chip Kelly the Rat Bastard of the Award. At least he says, "I'm fine with it. Got to give him something for the pee thing."
Of course. You know, he probably will be a top 3 finalist for the end of the year.
Yeah, I'm sure. Hey, he'll probably be a finalist for the month of. Because don't forget, we take all the Rat Bastards of the week and we come up with a month. It's a monthly. That's right. That's next Friday, isn't it?
I got a quick story real quickly. Here's another thing that just came out. Eric Dickerson said the Rams belong in Los Angeles. That's like the Packers not belonging in Green Bay. You couldn't imagine that, the former running back said. I go to St. Louis. They are still the Rams and the team played for. But a lot of guys feel the same way, that it's time to bring football back to L.A. and become the L.A. Rams.
Well, he's the first candidate of next week.
Yeah.
I'll say this. It's better. At least he is lobbying for a team to stay in the United States.
Like London, England, Frank?
Yes,
that's true.
Yes, unlike London, England. We don't need
true.
a team in London.
I don't know.
There'd be 2 teams in Los Angeles than 1 in London.
I don't know why Jacksonville just don't move to London. They play a lot of games there anyway.
Don't forget, gentlemen, rise and shine when the NFL's on at 6 in the morning and at 8 Central Time.
You know what?
Yeah, that's where they drink tea with their pinky up.
You know what? I dare any of you to call me in the morning to see if I'm up. I dare any of you to
Jeff
call
was
me.
like, I'm asleep. Don't wake me up.
I dare any of you to call me.
When we preview those games on NFL Real Talk, he's just going to be like, I'll be in my pillow. Next.
That's right. Pillow. You know what? That game is pillow talk for me.
9 a.m., which is 6 a.m. That's a joke right there.
Ain't gonna have 6 a.m. in the morning. Scratch my ass.
And Frank, I know you'll be awake probably watching the NFL at 8 your time in Chicago.
6 o'clock in the morning. Hey, listen, I don't get up at 6 o'clock in the morning for nothing. You think I'm going to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning to watch Jacksonville and London?
Sleep in on Sundays.
I sleep in and I say heck with it. Sunday's just a relaxing day when the NFL is
Yeah,
on.
and you want me to get up at 6 in the morning to watch football on Sunday? Get the hell out of here.
Yeah, it's like rise and shine. Wake
Well,
up.
you would actually have to wake up at 5 a.m. in the morning for the pregame show.
Well, no, that's not. Well, I might still be up, though. Who knows? I might still be up. I'll be going to sleep during the pregame show. Those guys will be perfect. Will put me right to sleep. Talk about Jacksonville playing in London. I'll be sleeping in 2 minutes. In 2 minutes. All right, we're going to get the flock out of here. I want to thank everybody for hanging out with us all week long. I hope you guys had a great week. I know we did, too. We had a lot of fun. I hope you did, too. We'll be back on Monday for another edition of Sports World Radio. Until then, my friends, remember, you only have one life to live. Live it long, live it strong, and live it proud. And please don't forget, life may suck, but the alternative is unacceptable.
Amen.
Peace out, everybody. We will see you on Monday. Have a great sports weekend. For Josh Lopez, Frank Sprankle, Sean Mann, I'm Jeff Escow. This has been Sports World Radio.
Goodbye and have a great weekend.
Shut up, Skip.
Boy, Stimpy, we sure had fun today, kid. So long, kids. Come on, Stimpy, say goodbye.
Where are we going?
The show's over. See you next time.
Next time? When's that?
Pretty soon. Don't worry.
Pretty soon? How long is that?
In a little while, man.
Goodbye, folks. Goodbye, folks.